Okay,
Let's go.
good. So what's your function here? Like,
So this is my best friend, Chris. He and I were in school together, basically.
where you go?
Well, the school's now closed. That was in 2010, New York Career Institute.
Oh, okay.
So we were studying stenography, and we've been on this journey together. He works in court, and I now do real-time captioning for deaf and hard-of-hearing college students.
Oh.
So basically, we bring the same machine that they use in court into the classroom and transcribe the lecture live so they can read it.
Oh, that's cool. I heard.
Why don't they record it?
Well, you could record it, but then who's going to be able to read a recording? You have to transcribe it. So the point is, if you're going to just record something and type it up later, you're at the mercy of the quality of the recording, and plus whoever, you can't participate right there in real time as the lecture is happening. So it's just not, in my field, there is no equivalent. You can't use tape recording like they're trying to do in court. And that's what we're trying to raise the awareness of, is the superiority of
The need for
stenographers.
stenographers.
Yeah.
So the stenographer or stenography machine is like where you have only a set number of keys, and it's
Right.
based on like what that sound people make. So you're saying the professors are able to ask you to go back and repeat what they said?
Well, not professors.
No,
In
okay.
court they do. In college, I don't read back. That's called reading back the record.
In
Okay.
college, he's captioning for students that need it. They need the words on the screen because they can't hear the.
Oh, I see. So it's like a close. Okay, I see.
I sit
It's
quietly
like-
and I listen. And I transcribe on the Steno machine, and the student usually reads on an iPad that I give them for the class.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Okay.
I take down the whole class for the whole semester. So I basically get almost a free college education here in New York City. It's some of the best colleges. I don't take the exams. I don't have to read the assignments or write the essays, and I don't get the degree. But it's still interesting.
like an audit. Well, a lot of people are doing that with TV and movies now. Is even if you speak English, a lot of people are putting the English captions up there. So that's kind of cool. I mean, even if it was like for the whole class, that'd be.
Yeah,
That'd
well,
be-
now on Zoom, anyone can turn on, when I'm captioning as the captioner, anyone can turn on the subtitles and follow along.
That's
so even
right.
though I'm providing the service for the one student, or maybe two, if it's a class with two students that are deaf or hard of hearing, the whole class can have access to reading the subtitles. And it really should be that way. It should be universal design.
Yeah.
In the world of disability and accessibility, we want everyone to be able to have access to whatever it is that they need, whether it's if you're in a wheelchair and you need a ramp to get into a building, or if you're blind and you need a special type of menu to be able to understand what food is on the menu, or if you're deaf or hard of hearing and you need to be able to read the text because you can't hear it. Those are called accommodations, and in some cases under federal law they're required.
Oh, interesting. So are the lectures like videotaped also, like as well as I mean, are they all on Zoom too? Are they being recorded on Zoom, or are they like?
It didn't used to be so much. Now, of course, because of the pandemic, pretty much everything is hybrid. So you have live classes, and then they usually set up a Zoom and say, if a student's not feeling well, no questions asked, don't risk it. We don't know if it's COVID or not. Just stay home and attend on Zoom.
Okay.
So the general rule of thumb is if the student is in the classroom, I, the transcriber, the CART, we call it CART, Communication Access Real-Time Translation. That's a mouthful, I know. But I am in the room as well. And if the student is on Zoom, then I appear on Zoom. So we have some people that work only remotely from home, and that's nice. I prefer being in person because it gets me out and about. You get to be among people, college students, and you just you get to see New York City.
That's a really cool service. I never thought of it. How long have you guys been doing this?
Well, since we graduated 2010.
Oh wow, it's a 13. Wow.
Yep. And that's what we're fighting for, to make sure that the field stays
Court
viable.
record accuracy stays
Yeah.
as high as it can stay.
So are you here? Is this for collecting signatures or donations, or is this?
Anything
Both.
that people can give. If they can
Okay.
give donations, that's great. If they take a picture and they share it on social media, that's great.
Ah.
If they, tweet the New York Attorney General and ask, why aren't you looking into this? Because I informed an AG of this behavior and they haven't done anything.
Oh. Wow, I really like that. Okay, well, thank you. I'm gonna
Thank you.
scan this as soon as I got off video mode here. So,
I think the main point is awareness. Start there.
Yeah,
People don't
it's
even know there's a problem until it's too late, and so that's why we're doing this. We want people to be aware and to know about the field and to get into the field.
Is there demand for more stenographers, more people who know what you do? Yeah.
The demand is huge for stenographers.
So is there like a shortage in some of these courses where there's some?
There's a genuine shortage, but
Yeah.
then there's an exaggerated shortage where the companies that employ stenographers or utilize stenographers are saying that they can't find any, when in reality they haven't really been trying to find them. They've just been trying to expand digital core reporting.
Interesting. Well, you feel it's a niche job or niche job at the moment, kind
Well,
of.
certainly captioning is a niche job.
Yeah.
It's a very demanding skill, and that's why it's hard to graduate school. Most people take 2 or more years to finish, but the reward is there because you get paid well. You have a lot of pride in the work that you do. Serving in my job, I get to serve a population that's very grateful for the service. So it is niche, and we have room for more people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember. I don't know if it was a major where I went to school, but I mean, is it also a matter of maybe not enough schools teach it, or
Yeah.
We want to bring more investors in and get more investors making more schools, because if we don't, we're not going to be able to keep the numbers going.
Yeah, schools unfortunately have been closing in the past few years, and most programs that are left are online. So when we went to school, it was completely in person, and that was, of course, a long time before COVID happened. So the reality is just that it's, I think, less expensive to be remote, and hopefully the quality of the education is just as high. I don't have any empirical proof of that, but I went to school in person, and I'm grateful for that.
yeah, it was right. So I mean, are there probably the last question? Are there like people who do this for court who will cross over and then do it for the classroom?
For colleges.
Yeah,
Joshua
for
Edwards
universities.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
He worked for the federal courts, and then he went to serve college students, basically making sure they could have access to the lessons.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so I actually run a captioning agency with a business partner, and we are having, in the second week of February, which is about 2 weeks from when we're filming this video, we're going to recognize what's called Court Reporting and Captioning Week. So my business partner and I are holding a full-day retreat in Midtown Manhattan on site, and it's going to be a whole day of building your stenographic dictionary, learning short forms and learning different technologies, ways that you stream the text. And then we're going to end the day with yoga, 90 minutes of yoga with a friend of mine who's a yoga instructor, and it's going to be tailored specifically because we sit a lot. You know, we're in this position with our arms out doing the steno, so that's going to be a way to remind us after a long day of doing the computer work to take care of your body and also your physical health.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, that can really get to you. Wow, that's really cool.
That's a lot.
And do you have anything more to say about this like fraud and stuff that you're trying to fight? Maybe
We're coming for you.